DarkBriton is back with One Piece Manga chapter 1098. We've got 3 chapters in a row, and I've got a full slate with the lads here. How's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, Segraine, I missed you so much. You were here last time.
It's adorable.
Yeah. Okay, no, it's just alive. Now I can hear it. Ready for the chapter. Is Bonney gonna be revealed? Is she a clone? Is she a real girl? Is she, somebody else's kid? Is she random kid like Nami? Did Kuma just find some orphan on the damn street? What is going on here? Is it Bonney?
Is it a clone?
Is Bonney Ginny? Who the frick knows?
A lot of things can be. Well, we're about to find out because One Piece Manga
Bonnie's
chapter
birth.
1098, Bonnie's birth.
Well, that ought to tell ya.
Yeah, sorry, Drew. What did you say? Because Foxy came by and got you. Foxy got you for a second. What did you just say?
Oh, really? Okay. I don't even know what I said. It was very, very insightful, though. So.
It was all right for those who could figure that out.
So this Foxy is not virtual.
Yeah, Foxy.
This Foxy is real life Foxy that got him.
Foxy's just all over the world now. So we've got Bonnie's birth with reader request. Brooke busting out a solo using an electric eel. Oh, to power his guitar. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got Brooke jamming out, and we've got an eel, and he's plugged into it in some way. Not gonna try and check where it's plugged in. I think that's up for your imagination. But yeah, and then by Ichiro Oda, of course. Translation Stephen Paul. Lettering Vanessa Satone. Interesting. Any thoughts on this? Oh, we got 15 pages, so it's gonna be a rough one. But any thoughts on this, gentlemen?
It says I didn't finish the art in time, Oda. Sorry. Huh.
Interesting.
Oh.
And the legs. That's what it says. That's interesting. We've never seen that before. On Brooke's legs it says, I didn't finish the art in time, Oda, sorry.
Okay.
That's interesting. I'm guessing what's left for there to be finished there. Huh. I'm sorry.
Well, look at the background. It's like kind of loose scribbles right there. That is what I've noticed that before in a few of his panels, but it's very rare. And of course, we all give him a pass because Oda's brilliant. Oda, it's okay. Just don't scribble. Just give us words, whatever. Okay. But interesting. A marked occasion and 1098. Didn't finish it in time. Says Oda. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that he's okay, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and then it's so that we can keep on the 2-page thing. If you want to start and that be your first one, that'd be great.
Okay.
So page 2 would be your first.
That's fine. All right, we are still in the backflash. Let's see here. Revolutionary Army HQ, Baltigo. Requesting aid. The rebellion in Toomey in the South Blue is overmatched. We can't go. Our ship's already loaded. With the injured from the Goa Kingdom. Iva. Let's see here. I'll go. Don't even think about it. You've been pushing yourself too hard. Ever since then. Huh? He's huge. Who is that? Where'd he come from? Ginny's been captured, and Kuma's just like, no. Ginny's been captured. Kuma's getting into it. Let's see. He's just jumping in. That's right. It seems a celestial dragon had his eye on her. So this is 14 years ago.
Oh no.
Yep.
It was the third thought I had.
Yep. I'm already getting grossed out.
Oh no.
So I'm going on to page 3. We're just gonna go into it, guys. She was taken on a government ship to that to be that celestial dragon's wife. We won! Finally, 3 years. What is up with... Guys? Have you noticed this artwork?
What? No, I know. He said he hasn't finished it in time.
Oh, I thought he meant the cover page. Now it makes sense. I was wondering, like, wait, he hasn't finished the cover page artwork in time?
I'm very concerned now.
Oh.
I'm very concerned now for Oda.
Yeah, I think Oda needs a break.
Oda needs a very long break. This is...
Bro, this is gonna be the talk of the town.
I think it has already been.
I know, and we've been... in Grand Line Review mentioned that last week, but I will much rather him just take off from right now until January. Just 2 months, please. And that's just of no work. This is scary.
Dude, we should, as OnePiece, as fans, we should just stop Oda right here. Oda, this isn't you. This isn't the Luffy way. This isn't what OnePiece stands for. You know.
I am not. This is.
It's interesting. But come on, let's give him a pass. Let's let everybody else rip him. Like for now, you know.
Okay. We won. Finally, 3 years of war have paid off at last, and it's all thanks to the Revolutionary Army. Our unit was wiped out by a surprise attack. It's the Revs again. The Revolutionary Army are the true heroes of the people. I'm so sorry. It's me, Dragon. I'm tired. I'll take the ship home. I'm so sorry. Drew, I think we know what happened to her. Go ahead and go.
Yeah, I had that thought too. I didn't even want to say it out loud. But yeah, like, is it somebody else's kid? Did Ginny want to have... Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yep, we were talking right before the stream that Ginny could not be Kuma's daughter, but someone else's baby.
Wait, then this right now opens a whole new kind of worms.
Well, and it's now who's the celestial dragon?
Oh,
and on why certain didn't really retaliate when she attacked him.
I want him to die. I want Kuma to kill him.
Drew,
we'll see what happens. My turn next.
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay, here we go. Next on page 4. Ginny, a captain of the Revolutionary Army, was abducted and made into a celestial dragon's wife. Oh, man. You know what? Wow. Waka. Roughly 2 years later. We're here, Bonney. Kuma, come quick. It's from Ginny. Hey. Oh man, I'm just letting everything sink in, and how sad all this is, and that the panel isn't good. You know what I mean? Like, this is really a disturbing chapter, you know. And I think that Oda should just forever keep this chapter as it is, as I'm seeing it right now, because this is so eerie, and I think it really encompasses the subject, you know. Anyway, I'll keep going. Hey, I'm back, Kumachi. Back to the lower world. Ginny! I got sick, see? They didn't want me anymore. They dumped me off. Lucky me, huh? Sick? And, yeah, Kuma is already, you know, heartbroken. I really wish I could see you all, but this is me saying goodbye. What? And here's Kuma, and he's like, you know what? And from how messy it's drawn, it's like he's shaking, you know. And I do like it. Okay, I'm back on his side right now. It's like it's just like really strange. What are you saying, Ginny? I thought I'd never see you again. Where are you? I'll be there at once. And wow. Anyway, any reaction to that?
So I was hoping that they didn't get to her in time. I was hoping that they were gonna. She's been with them for 2 years. It's just hitting me. It's all just really kind of hitting. Like, I was hoping that they would be able to rescue her, but no. She just got dumped. Go ahead.
Terribly sad. I'm sorry, Kumachi. I'm dying. It won't be long now. What? I appreciate your concern, but don't come looking for me. And where she's at is like this. It's like Baltico, you know, where their headquarters is. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is Baltico right here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very. They dumped her off in the desert, right? They dumped her off in the frickin' boonies. They didn't dump her off. You know, she's in the back streets, right? They made sure that she was like cast out. It looks like, cause look at all these like rocks and stuff. But who knows? Who knows? Or unless this is the radio place, and this is Baltico. You know what? I retract that. That is Baltico. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Dragon, big bro, watch out, Kumachi. He's too kind for his own good. Move. There's only one place she'd come back to. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're on Baltico, and now he's gonna go. And Kumachi, just remember, I'll always love you. Kuma, you're back? Where's Ginny? Is she here? Okay. Well, this panel looks great. This is one on the bottom. Right. Did anyone have anything to say to that?
It's just so hurtful. She spent 2 years, the day before she was supposed to see Kuma. Oda, I'm sick. Let's keep going. This is tragic.
Segraine's up.
Alright. Oh, okay. Going to the next stage. She is, but her face, her body, her face and body, all of her skin turns blue and as hard as stone. After it's been exposed to natural light, she said. You know, even though the artwork isn't complete, I think it suits the chapter really well.
I know. I think people are gonna be like, oh man, and then be like, I think they're gonna have the same commentary as us. I think it's hitting a lot of people the same way. But we'll see.
Yeah.
No, it's really killing me because you can really understand why she didn't tell him where she was. Boop. And he would have to take in all of her pain.
Mm-hmm.
She knows full well what all that would do to him. Kuma.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, and he's remembering their childhood. Kumachi, and I'm so happy. I wonder what. Okay. And he's picking her up. I wonder what happened to her. Let's get married, Kumachi. I'll make you happy. She crossed the sea by day. To ensure her baby lived in case anything happened to herself. Somehow she made it here safely. Any thoughts on the panel by panel discussion? Or should we
It's
just go?
Moses. It's freaking Moses. No, go,
I just,
Panels
it's,
away.
it just hurts. It just hurts. It just hurts. Oh man.
We haven't. No, the only thing I was thinking about was the smile, the gas at Punk Hazard, where it made their skin hard. Like that's the only thing I can think of that's like that. Or another devil fruit, because if you think about it, Moria's fruit, right? If you get exposed by sunlight, you disappear, you die.
Mm-hmm.
This one turns blue and hard as stone. This could be like a fricked up version of like the diamond devil fruit or something. You're like, you take out someone's whatever soul, or I don't know. But this looks devil fruitish to me, but it could be obviously just like a plague, which probably it is.
Well, they were known to play with people and do all this stuff. Even if the wife of a celestial dragon doesn't mean that she's a celestial
It
dragon.
could be a chemical drug.
Oh, so yeah, and so if anything, Bonney, to what we were saying before this stream even started, is not Kuma's daughter. Bonney is a
Not
celestial
Kuma's daughter.
dragon.
Oh yeah, she is.
Now,
No.
whose daughter is she? Because
Yeah, what? Oh,
now,
he'll find out.
right now, it's kind of ringing for It's kind of ringing for Garland. It's kind of ringing for Garland.
No, because Garland can have anybody he wants. He has a stream of women all the time, and I think it'd be more dastardly as if think about the kind of person that picks a woman like that, chubby, that terrible looking, like Saint Charlos, you know, like.
What?
I hope it's not St. Charles.
You know what I mean?
Hope not.
Like
That
that
would
looks like
be-
more like their behavior, because Figureland would be like, I only reproduce with the celestial dragons themselves. You know, he wouldn't. You know, but like, let's say whatever, a fricked up dude might have 5 wives. There you go.
Or just like, the one chick who doesn't give him attention. Because that's who she's being set up to be. Everyone is fawning after her. But she only has eyes for Kuma. And if he's just like, wait, you're not doing all this for me? I hear you, but I can see either way. So, that's somehow the baby lives. So Bonney is a celestial dragon. It's you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
Moving
finish.
on. Don't worry, Jenny. I'll raise your daughter. And okay, no, he's a Siberia. Okay. No, all wrong. The bottle's at the wrong angle. Like this. You are drowning poor Bonney in milk. Here, let me do it. She's so darling. She needs an iron cage to sleep in. If you roll over, you crush her. Wait, so he's back at the. Looks like for the moment he has led the Revolutionary Army.
Well,
Take care of Bonney.
he's at the monastery. So, well, here's the thing. We're now 14 years ago. So Bonney is 14, and I need to take her off of my my top 25 because I noticed that. I noticed that the other day. I was talking to my friend about that list, and I was like, "It's like, oh yeah, this is my top 20." Oh my god! So yeah, it's official. Bonnie's 14.
No. Yep. Well, we knew that because when she popped out of the sea, she was 14 looking.
She was a teenager, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. But this is probably the beginning of
Right,
him
and then,
taking over the
only-
Sorbet Kingdom, is what I'm guessing.
Yes. And the only comment I have is I love how, he's a giant buccaneer man with like giant man buccaneer hands. But nobody can take care of, even though she's, he's like, okay, even though, I got it, babe. It's a nice caring dichotomy from the panels before, and we can start to lift our spirits hopefully in the next page.
Let's see.
Wanna go for it, Wayne? I think it's your turn.
I don't feel sick anymore. Probably just because I just had some ginger ale. So
Yeah. It's gonna look up from here. We're looking at Bonney. Come on, it'll be fine.
But yeah, I feel gross. I feel very, very. I don't feel as gross, but that was tough. So glad it's done. Excuse me. Oh, and this is the top of page 8. And then she's just like standing up, and then you have everyone's like, yeah, and here she comes eating, and Kuma's just loving it, and they're just enjoying it, and Kuma's just kicking butt while everything's happening. It's a very straightforward. Here's Bonney being raised. Huh.
Does Oda have a kid, daughter, or son?
He has 2 daughters.
Yeah, so this must have been really hard for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's see here. It's just
like,
very
yeah.
it's just very tough one, the artistry with Kuma doing all that. You can not only see the wear and tear on him, but you can also see the wear and tear and feel the wear and tear on Oda. Yeah. You can also tell that this is all like things that are going back and being edited and let's see here. Looks like we're having a little bit of stream issues. So
Oh, really? Oh.
If someone can check to make sure the stream looks okay. I just got a little update.
Yeah.
But hopefully that doesn't go too wrong. Let's see here.
When I can
It
see
sounds okay?
Sounds okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, that was a little scary. So...
This is that.
No, I'm looking at my settings right now.
Oh, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's keep going.
Okay. So yeah, you can
Where
tell
are you
you can.
at?
I am on the I'm on the bottom of page 8, about to go to page 9. Just because, again, you can tell the middle panel when Jinny's like not enough. You can tell Oda didn't have enough time. Like, you can feel the wear and tear on Oda. I never thought I'd ever see this. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go on to page 9 in 3, 2, 1, and you have them having a bath, and then you have him at war, and you have another really difficult. That's not really a great drawn photo. And they're just she sleeps in an iron cage next to him. And then, you have Sabo. Kuma, what are you doing, man? Why shutter all the windows in the church? Huff, huff, shut the door. Okay.
Here we go.
Let's see how that. Any panel by panel for you, gentlemen?
I'm glad they included Sabo just to be like, oh, hey, by the way, over here, this is happening as well. And Sabo looks 14 as well here.
Yeah, I think he should be around that age, that time. This was when he was newly. This was the test. Yeah, the test they gave him after they saved him. So he should be around that age, 14.
On to the next. I'm on page 10. Look, below her eye, a blue stone. Oh, shit. What is that? Wait, is that what killed Jenny? And then we got our two men. We still don't know. Wait, what's their names? Did we get names on these two boys yet?
No. But they've been with them since
I'll
the
call
very
the doc.
beginning.
Yeah. They're on Bonnie's crew. Okay, here we go. I'll call the doc. Please do. Really? When you go into sunlight, let's take you out for a test. Don't you dare. Well, it's not white lead disease. I'm sorry, I don't recognize this one. You're quitting the revolutionaries? Bonnie's caught the same disease. Oh, Bonnie's caught the same disease? Yes. I don't know what to do, but I want to be with her. And then Dragon looks back. Very well. Live without regrets. We'll ask every doctor in the world that we can. I appreciate that, Dragon. And got scars. He's looking hella grizzled. And here we go. Did you guys have anything on that one?
Well, she a disease that turns her skin into stone when she's in the light. Interesting. Yeah, I no idea. Segraine, anything from you? If not, it'll be your turn, I think. Or Drew, you have one more, right?
No, it's my turn.
Drew has one more.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
one.
thinking.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in then.
All right.
7 years ago, Bonney, age 5.
Jeez!
I love that. Gosh, run away! Don't be eaten by the vampire. Get lost and don't get found, stupid brats. Yeah, he gives him the big middle finger, and we need a little levity here. Bonney, age 5.
Jewelry.
You can't.
Bonnie.
Oh. Wait a minute, how? Yeah, that's very good. That's funny. Okay.
What?
Yo, that's good. That's good. What in the? No way he had that thought, but maybe he like put it together later. There's no way he knew that from the beginning. But okay, we'll see.
7 years ago, Bonnie, age 2.
You can't come this far, grr. You're a vampire who can't come into the light. Take this cross. Ching. Bonnie, age 5. And she goes, "This is the church, idiot!" And then kicks him out. You want me to chase you out there? Wait, Bonnie. And yeah, so she's holding the turf down.
She is way wilder than Jenny.
Now we know why Kuma boarded up the windows at the church is because he didn't want the sun coming in on Bonney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Oh man, this is interesting.
It's like the enemies of the sun. You know what I mean? It's like a curse that someone would give somebody that didn't like.
Yeah, so it's not a
Yeah,
devil.
well,
It doesn't seem like it's a devil fruit, though.
Didn't like the sun. Well, yeah.
But
Yeah,
now
the literal example is the vampire thing.
Oh no! I now know why. I think I know why Kuma gave himself up to the government.
Okay. I think I do too. Now that
Why?
you say that. Because
Why do you say
had
that?
a cure. The government had a cure for this.
I'm pretty sure only Vegapunk can figure this out. If no
they
one
gave
knows
him
what the
access
heck's
to
going
Vegapunk?
on. No idea.
Okay, on to page 12.
And that's Segraine now.
Okay. All right. Please just don't go outside. Even the doorway makes me nervous. You're such a chicken daddy. I'm just kidding with them. Well, don't do it, even as a joke. I don't want to make you sad. You've grown up to be such a good girl. Stop it, cry baby. You know what they did? They made fun of my face tones again. Is it that word? It's a disease. I can't help it. What? Your jewels? Yikes! You're just jealous because it makes you look so beautiful. You think so? Yes, I love them.
Oh, Kuma. This is such a tragic chapter, man.
Yeah.
I love
Enjoy
it.
the good times while they last.
Enjoy the gold times while never hold back telling someone that you love them, because I'm sorry, like, if Ginny, there's no stopping this from happening to Ginny no matter what. So if you guys would have been married and loved each other that whole time, even more, like what? But you got one more, and then I'll bring it home. Drew, do you got anything? We got our baby fever. We got our baby fever, right, Drew, from last week? And we were just like, when are they gonna bang and have a baby? And when's Bonney coming? And now it's just like, well, I feel stupid.
Drew,
I didn't hear anything from
we
Drew.
can't hear you at all.
Oh, well, that's because I'm on mute. Segraine, it's your page, man. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. After you're cured, Bunny, if we went on a trip, where would you want to go? Do you know about Sky Islands? There are islands in the sky.
Wow,
That's
okay,
right. I saw it in a book. Maybe Nika will be there. Since it's so
Here it
close
is.
to the sun. I bet you'll be excited. About that, Daddy. And he starts. Okay, dum do dada. The sky will be a huge adventure. Maybe we'll do that once you turn 20. And where was your 19th going to be? Fishman Island. I'm afraid that what your daughter has is an incurable disease known as sapphire skills.
I like the name of it. I mean, bad disease, I like the name of it.
Interesting.
You know what it is? Please, not so loud. I've only heard of a few cases in recent memory. All kinds of natural light, sunlight, moonlight, cause the stone to spread. But even if you block the cause entirely, it will eventually spread over time.
All kinds of light, huh? Interesting.
Sapphire kills.
So, alright. Sorry. So,
Is it, yeah, okay, then it's you.
yeah, that's me.
Mhm.
The dogs are barking. Go ahead and continue on. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'll go on to, page, 14. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you, sir. Your daughter has 5 years to live at best. She won't see her 10th birthday. And there's no known cure yet. Age 10? Wait. It can't be. She's so healthy. Is there really no way to stop the disease? Boo! And, she scares him after he's like, oh, crap. Buddy, I thought you were asleep. I heard that. What about age 10? Age 10? What do you mean? Oh, God. Heard you say age 10! Wait, are you crying? Is it about me? Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh. Age 10. Yes. At age 10. Would you believe that doctor, he told me that you won't get better until you reach the age 10? Oh, wow. Huh? Wow, that is an interesting lie. So
Interesting.
Yeah, and yeah, and I was feeling a little. It seems so far away. I was feeling a little down about it. And I stole from you. So yeah, as you catch up, you can continue on to page 15. But I can ramble for a second.
No, I'm catching up.
so-
I'm catching up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all.
So I already did page 14.
All right,
And then,
so with that being the case, final page.
Final page.
All right, let's go on in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna be better when I'm 10. Wait, yes, and then I can go around the. Then I can go around the world with you. Oh, what? Oh, what do I do now? Of course, you'll be better when you're 10. Yay! What have I done? 1 year later, the nightmare returned to the Sorbet Kingdom. Hey, Kuma. Kumachi, you have to help. King Bikori's gone and done it again. It's 16 years ago all over again. He's gonna burn everything he thinks is weighing down the country. Let's see here. Is he inhuman, I tell you? They're slaughtering folks in the streets. So, super heavy.
God.
Super heavy chapter. And with that, I think it's time to pivot into a sip and discuss. A toast to kicking butt. So, let's see here. Let's think about a few things. First, MVP. Who's going to be the MVP of the chapter? And then next is who's going to be the polls. So, any thought on what the question for the poll is going to be?
Oh, how does Bonney get her fruit? No, I don't know.
How does Bonney get cured?
Oh yeah, who cures Bonney? That's a good question. Vegapunk, the world government, a devil
Oh,
fruit.
is it the devil fruit?
Her devil fruit cures her stone disease somehow because it's like an aging thing, you know. Or she isn't 10 yet. She's 9 and she's about to die, and then she uses her. No, wait. 14.
Nah,
17.
she should be around 14 now.
Yeah, so she made it past
Yeah.
the pack.
14.
So we know that.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have the damn jewel.
So and she doesn't have the disease. I'm leaning more on the devil fruit, but yeah, we can make that as a poll.
Well, if you think about it, her ear piercings are probably right where those jewels are, because she has
The jewels are.
she has cheek piercings.
Oh.
She does. Let me look at her.
Yeah, she has an eye piercing. Believe me, she was hear that, FBI? She was on my top 25, and I liked it because she had the cheek piercing. So that stone is where the cheek piercing is.
What top 25? I don't even have the list anymore.
Interesting.
What
I'm looking
evidence
at it right
are they gonna use against me?
Yep. But I don't see any jewels.
Don't see any jewels. So big thing is that at 5 years old, she had 5 years left to live. Something happened because it was 14 years ago. Now it's 5 years later, so it's 9 years ago. Which is pretty crazy when you think about it. It's 9 years ago in the current time frame. And again, it seems this is where the Kuma the Tyrant is going to come in. Because our question last week, was it last week? Was it, is Kuma's tyrancy based off of, what was it? A world government law?
Was it government propaganda?
Yeah, was it government
was
propaganda? Again, last week we were also just waiting for the Kuma and Ginny to get together, and there's that. Honestly, I'm not even comfortable. I want to talk about that part. Yes, we could talk about the fact that Bonnie's a celestial dragon. She's not a clone. Oh, you can talk about all that, but yeah, the abduction in 2 years part. But we're
Okay, how did Law cured his disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did he cure his disease? With his devil fruit?
With the use of his devil fruit, because he used it to like cut himself all up and rid himself of the white lead. Kind of like how he did with the kids and the addiction stuff.
So we gotta think of like that. Okay. It'll be interesting. You know how on Blackbeard's crew, that one disease guy, he like manufactures different diseases.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if like behind all of these diseases has been him? Like he's like made like the jewelry, like he's like made these diseases over time, and then they like spread out in like different pockets of the world.
Interesting.
Because look where they get infected at is where nobles are, or like where like celestial dragons are. You know, this is like a plague for like nobles. You know, the jewelry one especially. It's like the celestial disease. You know.
And
so I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Well, the question kind of it also was that something that Ginny had naturally, or did that come from being around the celestial dragons? That could have just been who she is. Like she was a slave for a reason. She could have been part of some type of race, if you will. Granted, it's weird that it just happened in her like late 40s, I guess, is when she gave birth.
No, the whole thing is that she got sick in the care of the celestial dragons. Because we can see that there's nothing wrong with her when she's on base before she gets captured. When the guys are all eyeing her up.
Well, again, we don't know.
So I don't know if
That's what I meant by it could have been part of like her lineage. I didn't know about that. That's what I meant.
Well, I'm trying to rule it out.
Okay.
Like
that's
if
fair.
there's like all these darts on a board, you know, that one's like just less likely to me. But it's only because, bloodline. How did she make herself a buccaneer? Distorted future? Maybe it's just like the imagination.
I mean, that could have been a distorted future where Kuma really was her father.
Right.
Like that could be a distorted future. Again, still L's in the chat for the fact that she doesn't. She's not Kuma's actual daughter, and he took care of her.
He should have. She should have said yes. When
he should have said,
"We can get married." You should have said yes.
I would say that's the obviously Ginny being taken against her will and married off to this monster. Obviously, that is the tragedy of the chapter. But I think the true tragedy of the backstory is Kuma thinking that he's protecting Ginny by not marrying her, only for her to have a worse fate than would have happened if they would have been married and been in love and able to show their love. Like, and she even mentioned, like, you know you love me, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on now. Like, that, it's a little, for me, that's a huge tragedy of their love story. And I'm so glad that he's taking care of Bonney. So glad, but it's also like, you thought you were protecting her, and he was being selfish. He was being selfish. If he would have told her about that, she would have told him it didn't matter at all. Are y'all frozen or what's?
No, I'm not frozen.
Okay.
I'm just thinking like, you know what? I just think about what to talk about next, because the discussion really is three big things. The number one is that sorry I didn't finish my art, which translated into this chapter. Maybe we can like think like big and say like, oh wow, maybe this took a big toll on Oda because he is a father. And then we look at that, and then we've already discussed that, right?
Yeah, we've
kind of nailed that point.
Well, here's the thing. We've already discussed this, but I think it's up to a bigger thing that this is one of the first. This is like the first true time, other than breaks. Like breaks, you can. Oh yeah, there's a break here and there, but this is the first time we're seeing not only the toll of Oda and his work style, but also possibly the toll of having everything to do with the live action. The amount.
I know that he's like the height of his career, like the height of the height.
I would. That's fair. The height of the height, but it's also something to say, hey, there's a lot going on in his life right now, and his health may not be the best. He may not be sleeping as well. And I'm grateful that his editor said, hey, let's go back and do these, update this chapter for these panels. Because, again, this is what you're saying. But I will much rather One Piece go on hiatus today and not come back until probably after Golden Week, which is late January. Like, I'm completely fine with 2.5 to 3 months. And that doesn't mean him going to work on the live action either. That means him going home and sleeping for 2 months.
Oh, did you hear who they hired on that? Randy Troy is on the One Piece live action team.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Props to
Nice.
Randy Troy. That's really cool. Is he going to be in, like, what, casting or?
I didn't see the whole video. I think something about the. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to speculate. I forget what he said.
You love the
But
community
I just
coming
saw
in.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
see it.
Now the live action is now I'm thinking the subsequent season is gonna be way better than the first season.
Oh man. Okay, no. Let's talk about the live action. So season 2, Segraine, what do you want to see? Because we cannot fit all of Alabasta into season 2. We can't.
We can't, but I trust that Randy will make sure like the most significant points in the manga and the anime don't get cut off like some did in the first season. That is the plus, like that is the plus that we'll be getting from like someone from the community who's deeply invested into the manga and the anime, also being part of the crew.
Hey. Enter Smoker and have Alabasta season 3, and Smoker's gonna be chasing him to the Grand Line. You know, that's what that's what I think would be cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Smoker chasing them to the Grand Line. Wait, after Loguetown, did Smoker chase Luffy to the Grand Line?
Are you trying to make
Yeah,
sense
well,
of what
yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing? Because
Not until Alabasta.
they've already shown that they're going to have like someone chase a marine type person chasing after him. So I think what Drew just said is very fair to think. Because they did it with Garp.
But they put Smoker to it.
So I could very well
They
see
got chasing.
Smoker following it, just chasing him. I can see that.
And maybe
Anywhere I would see that.
you know the whole like cheesy thing about how like is Toshigi, jeez, I can't even think of her name right now. Who's Zoro's childhood friend?
Kuina.
Kuina. Is Toshigi Kuina? I wonder how they're gonna handle that in the live action. Cause like, come on, like that'd be great if it was just like a tongue in cheek, like, hey, this is actually Toshigi. She just bumped her head or something. You know, like that'd be a good tongue in cheek thing. I think if the live action could pull that off a little better. Cause now I think Oda wrote himself in a hole here or whatever. I think he gave up his card too early on that trick. And everyone's like, oh yeah, well, and he's like, no, actually, they're different. So now in the manga, he made it very hard for that to be the case. Is what it's like.
But then since he has already said it's not the same person, then it's gonna be easier to distinguish them in the live action. Since it's not gonna be the same person.
Like a different race. Like whatever. I didn't even want to name a race, but a different race. That'd be interesting. Like when, Asian and whatever, English. I don't know. But okay, So live action. Da, da, da. Oh, Kuma with the glasses. Why does Kuma need glasses?
All right, so we're back into the chapter. So are we talking about Kuma
Right, yeah.
and baby Bonney at 5?
Sure.
So they call her a vampire. So she just can't come out at night at all, which is interesting. Again, now we know where the jewelry Bonney comes from.
Yeah.
Because she was afflicted with the sapphire scales disease. Yeah, sapphire scales. Bonney, age 5. Looks just like Ginny. But again, big question: who's dad? Who is
I'm gonna
dad?
look for the guy that Luffy punched. His dad. The Charlotte family. Or no, yeah,
Yeah, Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it's the Charlottes because those are the worst ones.
Woof.
Your Figureland, I just didn't like that theory because yeah, Figureland would be like, I want to keep it pure, you know. Or he's thinking like, oh, actually, it wouldn't really make sense because we want Shanks to be his only son, where it's like because no. Now I'm getting more excited. No, check it out. Who's the biggest enemy that Dragon faces?
That
Besides
dragon faces?
Emu is. Let's say Emu is actually not Luffy's to take care of, but Momo and Shirahoshi. Okay, those two versus Emu because they're like the ancient weapons, we'll say. Okay, so let's put Emu to the side for a second. Okay, who is Dragon's biggest enemy in the Celestial Dragons?
Who is Dragon's biggest enemy in the Celestial Dragons? It's probably
Right.
going to be
One of the Gorosei.
one of the Gorosei or the Holy Knights.
Which one in particular? Wait, no, not the Gorosei, right? But okay, I'll lead you on here. But Figureland,
Yeah.
Figureland and Dragon. You know, think about like the dichotomy between like Dragon as a not dad, as a dad that stands on the sidelines and smells the breeze instead of helping Luffy. Under threat of his life, doesn't help him. You know, or we have Figureland, who's relaxing and watching Shanks be, one of the Warlords, one of the emperors. Okay.
After literally leaving him in a treasure box in the middle of a war zone as a baby.
So you have like those two like absentee fathers there, and that battle between those two, I think will be great. I would really like those two facing up. They're around the same, they have the same age a little bit. They're like, yeah, actually they are the same age, aren't they? But maybe
No.
like 7 years difference, because he's like 80.
Figureland is almost Whitebeard's age.
Oh, he's 80? Wow, how old is Figureland?
Shanks is around 40. Shanks is 39, 40.
Interesting. Yeah, do a little bit of the research.
Figureland should be at least 70.
Alright, he's right now. The dragon is 55. Alright. Now I'm hoping so that my headcanon says that he's only 65, but yeah, you're probably right. He's probably 80. We'll see. Wait, Figureland. Darling. His age.
I don't think his age has been revealed, so you might not see it.
Yeah, no, okay. So my headcanon can stay continued since it's unreleased. So yeah, the two
To be
absentee
continued.
fathers go head to head in the final battle. Oh yeah. Could I ramble for 2 more seconds here?
Go ahead and ramble. We
That
got
freaking Ohura, Library of Ohura, had this video about Shirahoshi, Momo, and Emu being the 3 ancient weapons who orchestrate, the Sea Kings, Zoe, and then Emu controlled a dragon back in the day. Okay. And because of Punk Hazard, where they're trying to reproduce dragons, that's what they're trying to do, is reproduce something to pull Uranus, just like how Poseidon needs the Sea Kings to do the Noah's Ark, just like how Zoe needs to pull Pluton out of Wano to make that work. They're like these ancient chariot things, these ancient chariot ships that get drug around by these giant creatures. So I don't know. I thought that was like really freaking cool.
That's an interesting theory. That's an interesting one.
Because Shirahoshi, right? She controls the Sea Kings who pull the Ark, and the Ark is like this big ship thing, okay? And you need Zunisha to take down Wano's walls, you know, and Momo can control Zunisha. Luffy can't control Zunisha. He can just hear them, just like he can hear the Sea Kings, just like how he can probably hear a dragon. Just like how they alluded to, oh my god, I just made that connection. Just how they alluded to Luffy talking to dragons in the frickin' Punk Hazard. And it was like, oh no, it's actually, whatever, the half the butt. Do you remember how when they first met the dragon in Punk Hazard, he was talking to half the butt?
Yeah, that, as Kinemon farted, how he talked.
Yeah, and he's like, whoa, am I talking to a dragon right now?
Human.
Yeah, anyway, I think that's foreshadowing that Luffy can talk to dragons, to Sea Kings, Zunisha, you know, he's the voice of all things, anyway. So that's
well, yeah. It's literally the voice of all things, so he can hear everything.
He can't control them, but he can hear them.
He can hear them, yeah. That's like Roger. Roger had the same thing. Odin had it, but he couldn't control them.
So I got some things to do today. Could we maybe talk about a few more things?
Yeah, well, we're getting right there to the hour, so we're gonna wrap up.
Okay.
But is there anything of note that anyone wants to cover? It looks like we're going to go into why Kuma is known as the Tyrant. Again, confirmation that Bonney is 14 years old. She is supposed to die before she is the age of 10, meaning that in the next 5 years... Go ahead.
Kuma's a baller-ass liar.
Oh yeah, he's definitely he's a father, and he got pushed into a corner, and he had to make a decision. And Nestle can't judge him on that. But I'm very interested in when in the next 5 years is this either... I'm guessing the fruit either... It says the guy said he won't. She won't make it to her 10th birthday, so maybe a fruit that stops her from aging, which kind of like is what is Sugar's fruit? So I'm thinking Sugar's fruit, that type of situation is what's happening with Bonnie's eating, eating fruit, her aging fruit.
The only issue I have with your idea is that she doesn't have the thing anymore. And if she aged up, then it would be more. And if she aged down, then it would be less. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like if she's 9 and she just had the thing and she just removed it and put a ring in the hole like how she has, that would fix that.
But she's been in the sunlight.
Again, if her age is the issue, if her aging is the issue, and that her devil fruit is what helped that, that's what I'm saying. Did her devil fruit do something to where the scaling thing did not continue? Or is it something else? Is it
something else? Because the age thing, you know, she has it.
Is it, so
removed.
Do you want that to be the question then for our last like 2-3 minutes? Is just
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, so let's start a poll. What cured Bonney?
Is she cured by her own devil fruit, or by another, or science?
There we go. Devil fruit. Sorry, Her devil fruit. Science. And then another devil fruit.
Her brain into a clone of Bonney and then destroy her old body. Yeah.
So, also, who's going to be the MVP of this chapter?
Kuma.
We've got Kuma. He was the MVP of last chapter. Just a heads up on that.
Oh, science. Science sounds good to me.
Science. It could just be Bonney. It's been a while since we had Bonney again. Dude, 5-year-old Bonney is a menace.
Yeah, but
5-year-old Bonney is an
Xbox, thank
absolute.
you for saying P. Appreciate you.
Also, here's the thing. I gotta go back and look at this. Did Beige call her a child when they first met? Back in Sabaody when she was eating on the table and he was like,
Hey kid. Oh come on, that's kind of generic. I mean, yeah, maybe foreshadowing, but you know, like he calls everybody kid, right?
I have no
Hey,
idea.
listen here, kid. But that's great. I do like that.
It could be.
Oda definitely had that, because you know what it seemed like is everyone on her crew was kind of older, and it kind of seemed like everyone was babysitting her.
That's
you know?
exactly what was happening, and that's the funny part. That's exactly what was happening.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Okay, nice.
Let's see here. Any thoughts on? Wait, I am personally wanting the chapters to end in to begin in 2024. I think Oda needs a break. This clearly shows that Oda needs a break. I'm very interested in hearing what.
the next chapter is in 27th.
So we've got a week
The Green
break.
Knight.
So we're on break.
Did you vote in the polls,
Yeah.
Green?
Polls? Let me check.
Yeah, be sure to vote in
let
the
me
poll
see
for
if I
anyone
can
Let's wrap her at.
for watching the stream.
Oh, we're gonna tie. You tied it up. Oh, there you go.
What's tied?
Her devil fruit and science.
Ooh.
Yeah, I tied.
So it's not no one thinks it's another devil fruit then.
But I do think that disease was caused by your boy on the Blackbeard Pirates, the disease guy.
Oh.
So
You're
you
a
mean
monster
what
for
if
that
someone
one.
had his devil fruit?
And
Among
he's
the
also
celestial
responsible
dragon?
for laws for the whatever the white marble death.
Here's the thing with Law's disease. It
White light
came as a
disease.
plague. So it was the entire country, right? I think. So like it is a bit different from this one, whereby it's just an individual, and it seems to be a hereditary disease. So it was inherited.
Poor Bonnie.
So
I
so Bonnie's was as well. It's kind of like if you think of like diseases that are like that, you know. Well, I don't know. That's crazy.
If you check the panel, he said there have been very rare cases. They don't have as much reports about the disease. Well, as for Law's disease, like it infected the entire country.
That's fair.
It was a plague. So that is the thing. If you say like, oh, what if there is someone that the previous holder of the Q's devil fruit?
Let's see here. Sorry,
Did
I'm
Foxy
just
get me?
pondering. No,
I
I can
guess
hear
I
you, I can hear you.
misunderstood. I didn't understand the question, I guess.
So I mean, like, what if you, like what you said, what if the accused devil fruit is what caused the disease?
But that's it.
Not kids.
Well, but then we know the accused apparently is not a celestial dragon. So what if it was someone that had his devil fruit before,
That's fair.
You mean Law?
previously older?
Doc Q's
No,
devil fruit.
but, like
sick,
Bonney.
sick no
Not
me.
you. God.
The sick no me, which that's the devil. That's the name of the
Yeah.
devil
No,
fruit.
I
he
just
has.
want Doc Q to be in trouble. I think he's the bad guy. That'd be great.
Oh man. So any I know Segraine said St. Charles, but Drew, who if you were to say a name
No.
If you were to say a name
I
for
don't-
Bonnie's dad, now that we have to play this game now, if you were to say a name for Bonnie's dad, who's coming to mind?
King Charlos, because that's where he gets his bad ideas from. Is his
I
dad.
said I hope it is not Saint Charles.
Well,
There's a lot of different people it can be. So, I can go ahead and wrap up the poll. Let's see here. Ooh, we got 6 votes. It looks like we have a definite lead. Are both of you gents voted?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with it being an hour and 6 minutes in, we're gonna go ahead and end the poll. What cured Bonney? Science. Which is probably why she no longer wants to kill Vegapunk. Oh, that I should have mentioned that. That's the last thing we probably could have discussed should discuss is that we now Kuma went away from the revolutionary armies 9 years ago. 9 years ago, he separated, and him and Bonney went out. I highly doubt that he contacted Dragon and Iva before joining Vegapunk. If he's now a king of the Sorbet Kingdom, he may be able to come in contact with Vegapunk, who can help Bonney. So just throwing that out as an idea. That's how Vegapunk came into Kuma's engagement, I guess? Thoughts? Or just how did Kuma and Vegapunk meet? Was it through Dragon or was it through the world government?
it's about to kick some ass.
So Vegapunk knew Dragon during the O'Hara incident, which happened 26 or 30 years ago.
Robin is 30. It happens 22 years ago from the current
22
time.
years ago. So that was. So right now we are way past the O'Hara incident.
O'Hara's done happened, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
At this
so
point,
Vegapunk
even Chopper's
already
alive at this point.
knew Dragon at that time.
Yeah, at this point, even
Even
Chopper's
Even
alive.
Chopper's.
Yeah, no, he's not even with that one crew right now. He's not even with his old science buddies. He's with the government. So show.
Oh yeah, Vegapunk is definitely
Uh-huh.
with the government. He's probably already cut his head off. It's only 9 years ago.
Oh yeah, true.
So, all right.
Yeah, cut his head off. That's giving me an eerie feeling.
But I think that is a good place to end it. Any thoughts on the next chapter in 2 weeks? Again, Oda, take your break,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I thought too. That's what I thought.
Like, I honestly hope that we get one more chapter for the rest of the year. After reading this, I hope that Oda keeps this chapter just as a reminder of, like, I need to chill out. Because, yeah, the breaks were one thing, but seeing chapters that look like this is just disturbing. Especially with it being such a heavy chapter of it being Ginny's capture and Bonnie's birth. So, but we now know why she's called Jewelry Bonney. Girl is a little gem. And I'm going to stop because I feel bad thinking about Ginny. Any last thoughts, lads?
Nope.
Alright. Well, we will be back in 2 weeks. We'll probably take next week off just as a break for ourselves. This is a heavy chapter. Not only does Oda need a break, we need a break.
We do. Yeah.
And then we will see as we start ending out the year. I've got video ideas for December. I'm going to get back into a little bit of a One Piece kick. Been doing a lot of anime videos, and I'm going to do some One Piece. Got some new artwork coming to the channel. Keep an eye out for all things segraine, because he always does cool things. And yeah, Samurai Drew is always just around being Samurai Drew. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you. We will see you next time, and always remember that anime is adulting. Peace.